All right. Well, today we have a special treat. We just showed up at Craft & Lore. They are friends of ours, and we also sell their wallets in our store. So Craft & Lore, they make all kinds of amazing high-end, hand-stitched leather goods. So we're going to take you guys with us into their shop and talk to the owner and see how they do what they do. So hope you enjoy. Hey Mike, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Perfect.
Trying to get rid of the evidence. Wait, Chad.
Is there no place to put that now?
I was thinking we could post Mike and I up here
Yeah.
and set you guys over here.
So we're at Craft & Lore. This is Chad and Mike with Craft & Lore. They make amazing hand-stitched leather goods. We sell a lot of their goods in our store downtown at CBA, Idaho. So yeah, we just wanted to check out what you guys do, talk about your history, why you're even here.
Well, it was about 6 years ago now. It started as a hobby for me, and I was just making stuff. And at the same time, Mike over here was kind of getting into his own hobby leather work.
Nice.
And we kind of just connected through a mutual friend one day, and Mike brought over some special home brew he makes, and we became fast friends after that. So, yeah.
He calls it my greatest achievement.
It's the best thing he ever did.
You
for
still
sure.
make the homebrew?
Oh yeah.
I make him keep it in the kegerator now.
Okay.
So, or else I scream and throw a fit. We got to keep the wheels of industry well lubricated.
Okay.
But no, it started with just a couple of wallets, belts, and like keychain things. And one day I opened up the website, and it just kind of, I marketed it and pushed on Instagram, and it grew and kind of morphed into different things. Kickstarters have been good for us, but for the most part, like, we're mostly just hand sewing wallets. We do make a lot of our belts. Our belts are actually one of our big sellers as well.
Okay.
Call that our mountain belt. It's just a really, really heavy duty, rugged piece of leather. So when guys open the box, they typically are like,
Right.
wow, holy cow, this thing's built to last.
Right.
Which is what we like in our product. But
We wanted stuff that Granddad would have been proud of, you know, something
Right.
they would have been able to buy, 30, 40, 50 years ago or further back. That stuff just doesn't exist anymore. So
Right.
we kind of wanted to bring back the quality and kind of that old world look too.
Right.
So like, we're really simplistic with the stuff that we do, but it's super durable, and it's made from some of these tanneries that have been around for 100 plus years too. So
And that's kind of the big deal, is like there's this whole community that seeks after hand stitched stuff, right? Like no machine kind of thing.
yeah, we kind of blend into the world of like art. So we have collectors, even people that kind of collect our wallets and even the different leathers. We do limited runs of unique leather types every now and then.
Right.
And so there's guys out there that just have like 20, 30 of
It's
our
crazy,
wallets in
yeah.
every color and our different models. And they're typically waiting for us to come out with something new, which, we try to bring in new stuff every now and then. But another thing that's big about what we do is the patina, which, we start with a real natural leather with no dye. It starts white, and as the sun tans it, as you carry it, you can just see how that leather ages with you and your unique carry.
Yeah, this is. Do you remember what color I got? Like what?
Oh,
this
man.
is-
tell you here in a second.
It probably started out this color. I think it was the
Think
buff
so?
brown. So
That's awesome.
just from your hands and the sun.
Probably had that for a good 1.5, 2 years, and then before that one, I think didn't I get something like? Was I using the Insider? Is this the Insider?
Yeah, that's the insider.
I think I was using the Insider
Were you?
before that.
Here you can see the lighter areas where the sun doesn't really touch because of all of his cards, and then on the outside where it's being buffed by the pocket. But every wallet, just when they're made out of this full grain leather, they just tell a story, and it's really unique to the individual. Like Chad was saying, like this one, even though it was carried and it was the same leather, you can see how these are even two different shades here too. I mean, it's just different per person, depending on front pocket or back pocket carry, how much sunlight it gets. The oils in their hands are unique. So those are some of the things that we love. It's just these things tell a story, and to us, that's kind of a form of art in itself.
Totally.
So
That's awesome. What's kind of what's your big products here? What are you kind of known for here?
Mike, what are we selling the most of now?
it kind of fluctuates. Kind of our flagship items are the mountain belt is bar none one of our most popular items we do. And again, just because how thick and durable it is. The port wallet here is kind of our claim to fame. When we started 6 years ago, this was our first Kickstarter, and kind of when I first came on to help Chad, because in the beginning they were all being hand cut, handmade, and Chad just needed some help with that Kickstarter, so I kind of came on just to do that. But this thing kind of just jettisoned us out there. Once people saw the unique design, the angles, these are all Chad's kind of brainchildren. Like they're just a kind of a form of himself and his art. But so this guy is definitely still our main kind of flagship item. This is a close second here with the Insider, the traditional fold that everyone's kind of looking for. It holds a bit more stuff, a little bit more of a unique situation where the bills don't go fully lengthwise, but you can fold them in half. A lot of hand sewing, so it's got this really beautiful character with this really thick wax polyester cord that we pull. So that's another popular one. This guy here is really good for business cards. So we sell a lot of these to businessmen. In fact, a lot of local business owners carry these, just a lot of realtors.
So minimal card wallets are what we're mostly known for. We do have some notebook wallets and things that are a little bit unique.
Nice.
So that's a notebook or a passport wallet. So we sell a lot of these overseas too, just strictly as a passport wallet.
Right.
It'll hold cash, two sets of cards in here.
Right.
So 2 or 3 cards per slot, even a small pen here, notebook, or passport, and then room for cash here in the back as well.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, I love your guys' front shop here. Like, you guys collect old, cool things.
Yeah.
And you guys are living the brand. You guys do a good job with that.
Thanks. Yeah, we are kind of that lifestyle brand. So we push, our product, we push heritage, durability, heirloom.
Yeah.
It's stuff that your kids are probably gonna have if you don't lose it, you take care of it. It's stuff that's buy it once and just have it, and it's gonna tell a story. And like, if you have an old belt that your granddad wore, it's gonna be special to you.
Yeah.
So we try to build everything that we do as tough and as rugged as possible, that it's gonna last more than a generation.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to go out with Chad and Ryan. Ethan and I got to go out snowshoeing. We all went snowshoeing for the first time, and tromping around the snow. We almost didn't take the snowshoes. We were so glad we did.
Oh yeah.
And that was a good time.
And that's one of the best parts of the job, is that we get to grab our cameras and go out the mountains and just goof off and take a bunch of photos, and it helps even with our brand marketing of pushing people to go out and take adventures, go out and live more than on your mobile device,
Right.
So
And that's one of the big things with the brand too, is it always from the beginning, it was inspired by the Pacific Northwest and kind of this beautiful area that we live in. You can go out in the woods and it's just so refreshing just to get out of the shop, even though we have a ton of fun here, to get out, breathe in that nice mountain air, and,
Oh, yeah.
and you come back to the shop just feeling fully energized, ready to go. So
Totally. Are we allowed to go behind the scenes
Yeah,
and look at any of that
absolutely.
stuff, or
You can do a tour.
you tell us if
Yeah.
there's anything we can't look at or whatever? But
yeah, sure.
top secret.
Well, the whiskey bottles have all been thrown away.
All the evidence has all disappeared. For
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
There's nothing else to incriminate us.
All right. Very good.
You want to do it, Mike?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, head it up.
Yeah, so obviously here is our videography, photography room mostly.
Sweet.
And now we've got this table built for Chad's. This is for Chad's projects.
Nice.
And it will facilitate a large portion of the media as well. So we're gonna get a nice studio kind of built in here as well for
Awesome.
so it's coming along here in the front room. Chad's office, the perpetual Pandora's box.
Look at that.
He spends most of his time doing all his design, website, all that stuff.
I think it's
Customer
cleaner than my
inquiries.
office.
So
So, and then this is Odin, right?
that's the shop
This
dog.
is the shop.
Oh yeah, he's always there to greet.
He's a good buddy.
Yeah.
He's a good dog.
So come on back here. Again, we just got in the middle of a remodel, so this is going to be a secondary table for this room, and so
Okay.
it's covered in tools right now because we just blew this wall out. There used to be a wall right
I remember that. Yep.
So this is Tyler's area where he does all of the bag making. So he does backpacks, duffel bags, heavy duty canvas and leather combination stuff. And he runs the sewing machine there. And this is his domain. So
Okay.
all the organization is all him, bag parts and that sort of thing.
Oh, very good.
Room to cut all the leather and canvas goods here. And then the canvas, of course, that we use up on the wall there.
Now, is any of the canvas stuff under the Craft and Lore brand, or is
Technically, it's under Folkland,
Folkland,
which
right.
is our sister brand.
Right.
So we talked earlier about how we hand sew most of the products.
Yep.
Well, when we switched to machine sewing for bags and that sort of thing, we started a sister brand for that because we felt like it was a little bit different or different enough
right?
to not be under the Craft and Lore name, but still be under kind of the umbrella of the company. So we've got most of our building and fulfillment happens back here. So this is kind of my domain. So all of the hand sewing and that sort of thing occurs here. And then over here, all of our ordering, fulfillment, mailing, shipping, customer inquiries are all handled in this station here. We do have a big clicker press that we use for some of those more popular designs. And so we use this guy here to kind of cut out some of the more popular stuff to make it more economical in the long run.
Nice.
We also do co-branded stuff or stuff for other companies. So we've done stuff with like Subaru and some other companies. And so
Really?
this helps with that.
That's pretty sweet.
That fulfillment. So, and then you just kind of have a myriad of stuff. So we've got a belt making station here. So this is where we produce and kind of size and cut all of our belts and that sort of thing. Table over here for pulling straps. So that thing on the end is a big pasta cutter.
Okay.
So we put a hide out and it can kind of pull straps for anything. So that's bracelets, belts, straps for tote bags, that sort of thing. Just leather storage there, obviously. Hardware. We try to keep it organized, but threads for hand sewing. So you can see we use a lot of this. It's a Maine thread. It's a wax polyester cord
Nice.
made out of Maine. So even this is American made, high quality thread.
Very good.
Some more hardware stuff. That's a finishing station back there. And so there's a lot of dye, gun tragacanth, which is an edge finisher for leather. Belts get finished back here.
You guys have used this space really well. I remember when you guys were in just this little teeny corridor. I mean, your second location
Yeah.
or whatever. It was just kind of like this. Yeah.
We outgrew that one in 1 year, so now we're going on, are we 2.5 years here?
Yeah.
But it slowly starts to feel a little bit tighter and tighter.
Yep.
But it doesn't help that I store my canoe and, a bunch of
Literally.
other stuff up here.
Right. Part of the lifestyle. Yeah, exactly. So Craft in Lore with an N, right? Is your Instagram?
Instagram, Craft and Lore.
Craft
yeah.
and Lore.
Right.
And your website's the same, craftandlore.com.
Craft
right?
and
Lore. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good...
Shortened for Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's how you can find their goods. If you're in town, people can stop in here. They can come
Absolutely.
down to our store.
We give tours. They can find some of our stuff at your stop.
Yeah,
We've got the exclusive walkthrough. I don't
Got
think
the
we've
exclusive
ever-
walkthrough?
I don't think we've ever done an interview
Sweet.
walking through the shop.
that's
but-
cool. Yeah, thank you for taking your time out of your day to hang out with us and letting us explore your shop. And and all that. So this is a real treat. So, yeah.
We're lucky that we get to do what we do. So we have a lot of fun and we kind of work on our own way, and
Right.
it's a privilege. So we're just happy that people have been supportive of the brand and that
Right.
it's grown so much.
It's
So,
unbelievable sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This thing started on Chad's dinner table, so it's hard to. We
Yeah.
reminisce sometimes and think about it. It was a couple dudes, some beers around the table making stuff for fun,
Right.
and then now it's here. So we are very blessed to do this.